There's nothing like a cup tie to set the pulses racing here on Wearside. And Sunderland expect their biggest crowd of the season, knowing that if they win tonight, they'll be in the quarter-final of this competition for the first time in 22 years. And yet the biggest demand for tickets has come from a Tottenham player. Because Mick Hazard, born and bred in Sunderland, has some 30 relatives watching tonight here. He chose Spurs in preference to his hometown club when he signed apprentice forms 8 years ago, and he has in fact just signed a new 4.5-year contract with Tottenham. And the return of Glenn Hoddle hasn't dislodged Hazard from the team. It's the one which won at Ipswich on Saturday, and it includes the two players, Graham Roberts and Clive Allen, who were sent off in an acrimonious league match here in September. And it's for disciplinary reasons that Sunderland are without their captain, Sean Elliott. He's starting a 3-match suspension. But manager Len Ashurst restores Howard Gale to the starting lineup. He's looking for pace from him on the right and from Clive Walker on the left to enhance Sunderland's excellent unbeaten home record. Referee Ken Walmsley of Blackpool gets this cup tie started to the Roker roar from the left-hand end. And it's that end that Sunderland are defending in the first half. Spurs are wearing all blue. And indeed, Ray Clements is also wearing a blue shirt, but of a slightly darker shade. That's Bennett. Oh, and Bennett's back pass played in total confidence. To Turner. And West. Hazard was bustled off it by Hodgson. This is Gale. And Walker and West are there. West. A goal kick's been given. Sunderland tried to expose Tottenham in the air with a cross from the right. And Gale it was who delivered it. West, the blonde lad, was coming in first, but Tottenham doing enough there, Roberts in particular. Walker. This is Hodgson. And this is West. Oh, the drive against Roberts. Gale. Well, Gale had the final attempt, but Roberts got in the way of the better shot, which came from Sunderland centre-forward Colin West. And here is West. And this sign of how much rain there has been by the water round the track. It was quite a useful turn by Berry, who came here on a free transfer from Portsmouth. And here's Chidozie, who cost rather more, from Notts County. And Stevens forward here. On to Hoddle. There could be a shot on here. But he went for a chipped pass towards Hazard, did Glenn Hoddle. Indication of how Chidozie's speed off the mark can transform defence into attack for Tottenham. Miller, Allen, turned away from Chisholm, looked for Falco. Stevens is the other Tottenham player up at the moment. Falco looking around for more. Two to Stevens' right. Hoddle. That's a better effort from Hoddle, who hasn't quite found his range yet. But certainly he made room for the shot with a nice turn. It looked to be going for the corner at first and then swerved away. It's a good header by Graham Roberts, but also by Chisholm. And now Gale. Hodgson waiting to make a forward run, so is Proctor here. But Tottenham surrounding the ball and winning it with Hoddle. Now Allen to the right, Hazard through the centre, number 11. But not much bite as yet about the Tottenham attack, and here's Walker. To Proctor. Nick Pickering will make the extra man on the left. Hodgson's in the centre, so is West. The early ball could be on. It came off the heels of Miller, and it's Hoddle for Spurs. Chidozie. Well, the play's moving in fits and starts here. Neither side has created a particularly clear-cut chance yet. This is Hazard. Abbott will take the throw for Spurs. Falco's making his way across the edge of the area. Allen's further over, and that was Falco. And now it's Mabbott. Back again to Hazard. Chidozie battling with Pickering and then finding Hoddle. That's well played by him. And now Chidozie. Bennett's header out. Tottenham looking there for a better cross because there were three waiting for John Chidozie. Steve Perryman's now joining the attack. Hoddle. He changed the direction there, Stevens. And again, Clive Allen on the far post was expecting Gary Stevens perhaps to cross that rather deeper. Roberts to meet it, and it came off Bennett to Falco. Allen to his left, Chidozie out on the right wing, and Gary Stevens has moved forward in the centre. Chidozie against Pickering, and here's Hazard. And it was well defended, that. Hodgson. And Berry coming forward. Now Hoddle. Hazard. 4 up against 3 here. Spurs are in a good position, and Allen particularly is in one here. Clive Allen, good save. That was the cleanest chance of the first half, and it fell to Clive Allen, who's usually a very good finisher, and Chris Turner stood up well and got down to make the save. Marks to the goalkeeper there. Although Allen, obviously, like all strikers, will look back on it and feel he might have scored. That's Miller with Best. And the end of a fairly quiet first half. Spurs playing it very much like an away leg in Europe, taking the sting out of Sunderland and the crowd, and then trying to catch them on the break. But at half-time in this Milk Cup tie, there's no score at Roker Park. All the talk between the players before tonight's match was about how wide open the Milk Cup is now after the exit last night at Everton. Great incentive here for either of these famous clubs to go on to Wembley. That's Roberts. Stevens. And Gale. Stevens then tries to take on Bennett. The referee says play on. Bennett went for the ball fairly and then beat Falco rather nicely. And Falco gets the referee to produce his notebook for the challenge on Bennett. Now, Gary Bennett was going rather nicely there out of defence, and Mark Falco came up behind him and was late and got booked. So Sunderland have pushed Chisholm up onto the edge of the penalty area. This is Gale. And Chisholm got his head to that. Scorer of some useful goals in cup matches, Gordon Chisholm. But I think another Sunderland player was in an offside position there. Here's Allen. That's a good turn. Nice little chip ball in, and the header back finally was by Pickering for the corner. Tottenham will push Graham Roberts forward here with Gary Stevens into deep positions. Over Falco's head to Roberts. That's his cross, and Falco's up! Oh, he just caught it. Chris Turner. It's Falco's header. That was a flick by Hodgson. Chisholm tries to shoot, Proctor does. Chisholm's there again, it's anybody's. Now the Roker roar you will hear. It's a corner to Sunderland, taken quickly, Walker. Another one off Hazard. And now Gale. And Clements concedes corner number 3 from a good shot by Howard Gale. Hodgson has placed it for a quick one into Gale again, and another corner. That's 4 now. So can Sunderland make something of this? They're taking them so short. Here's Walker. Hodgson. Flags up for offside, actually. Back in the penalty area, or on the edge of it. When the play continued, Gale was involved in another tackle. Gale has to be a bit careful. He has been booked already in the match, and I'm sure Venison, the captain tonight, is just saying cool down a bit. Gale. West. Hazard in there on Hodgson. Falco trying to turn them. Spurs trying to get the ball across to their right, but Steve Berry intercepting nicely. Not a bad pass from him either to Hodgson. Tries to turn past Roberts. Referee's given him an advantage. It's Hodgson, but it's not now. Stevens on the break, and here we have 2 against 2. Allen and Falco are up. Allen's got possession through the legs of Bennett. Allen now waiting on the 6-yard line. Heads it in to Turner's body. Clive Allen twice thwarted now by the alertness of Chris Turner. A good move between Allen and Falco, clinical. Allen with a point-blank header, and the goalkeeper right in line. Chidozie. Goes inside Pickering, finds Allen. And here's Chidozie with a chance. And again the goalkeeper. Chidozie trying to fool him by putting it inside the near post, but Turner was having none of that. Abbott. Wasn't a bad effort, but this Tottenham spell has been repelled by the Sunderland goalkeeper. Chris Turner looking very much on his game here. Hasn't missed a match for a season and a half now, and he's matured into a very tidy goalkeeper. Hodgson and Roberts. And West. West with the shot. Got away there and tested Clements. Pushing, free kick. Bennett finds Gale. Hazard, now Chidozie's on the run here against Pickering, and Turner's come all the way and succeeded for the moment. He's got to get back quick. He's got to get back. This is Allen, and he did get back. Just look at that. goalkeepers do their physical training as well, and Turner there had to be a bit of an athlete. He was on his way back, look at that, and Allen knew precisely where he wanted to put it. Good save. Pickering's down injured, this is Perryman. And now it's Falco. And now Chidozie. Stevens calling over on the far post. And he's coming in now, and this goalkeeper doesn't look to me as though he's going to be easily beaten. Nick Pickering is down, but just look at the keeper there. It was a sprawling save, it had to be. He'd come so far out to make the initial challenge. You see Len Ashurst, the Sunderland manager, down on the bench, and his concern must be, second from right there, in the red tracksuit, his concern must be Pickering, who's just taken a knock, and they've got Roger Wilde getting ready in case. Benison. Pilot's header. Corey Stevens still doing a lot of good work on that left-hand side. Bottle wanting a little bit longer on the ball than Sunderland were going to allow him, and Gary Bennett comes and finds Proctor. Walker's pulled away to this wing. Perryman is intercepting. Hazard's in the centre-forward position now, just dropping back a bit. Chidozie. Here's Hazard now. Hoddle. Up again with Hazard. He's going to take the long way round. And the flag has gone up. And they've awarded a free kick in Hazard's favour against Howard Gale. There are 15 minutes to go here. Miller has moved forward for Spurs. Number 5. Hazard to take. And Miller comes in. Oh, scrambled away brilliantly. And driven back in, no. And the goalkeeper held on, did he? Oh, and pushing and shoving, trouble on the goal line. The referee right in the thick of it. Certainly the most highly charged incident, but this goalkeeper, Turner, is becoming the man of the match. He may be called upon again. Chidozie. And Bennett half away. Chidozie again. Falco wants it far post and won't get it. And poor Miller there must be wondering how he failed to score with the initial header. It really was beautifully set up from the free kick by Mick Hazard, who curled it in. And Miller comes in here, point-blank range, great one-handed stop, that was brilliant. Allen trying to stretch for the rebound. And Spurs just wonder how they failed to score there. But the answer is the goalkeeper. There's Hazard. Into Hoddle. There's Chidozie. West. Miller in behind him, Chidozie again. And West doing some defensive work here for Sunderland. Allen's trying to cut it off further forward, and West is forced to play a bad ball to Stevens. And it might run on for Falco here. That's his shot, and it wasn't too far away. It was skidding across the face of the goal from Falco. Mark Falco's had a lean spell recently in terms of goal scoring. That was a good instant effort. Always worth a try, and the goalkeeper happy to see it go round. And this fourth round Milk Cup tie before Sunderland's biggest crowd of the season, 27,421, has ended in a goalless draw. One of the reasons why, the Sunderland goalkeeper Chris Turner, who made at least 3 outstanding saves. Sunderland had their moments too, but Spurs go back to White Hart Lane as favourites perhaps now for the replay, maybe even for the competition, and it will be taking place in 2 weeks' time. That's Wednesday, December the 5th, owing to the fact that Tottenham are in the UEFA Cup next week. So here at Roker Park, Sunderland 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0, and Sunderland protect their unbeaten home record this season.